I became a lawyer because I shadowed an immigration attorney and I fell in love with the job. This was what I wanted to do, so I went to law school.
I think I became an immigration attorney or a lawyer because I wanted to advocate for people that don't have a voice. And it was always my passion to work with people that aren't able to fight for themselves. So I wanted to be that voice and help people empower themselves. On a day-to-day, interact with a lot of really cool people, meet really interesting people. We, work on cases. We're writing, we're researching, we're trying to think of creative ways to keep families together.
Do everything from meet with clients and assess their eligibility for potential options to, drafting briefs for court on complex legal issues.
That's probably an easy question for me, is the people I work with. I'm privileged to be able to work with some of the most passionate and smart people in the legal community, especially in the immigration legal community, and it inspires me every day. So that's probably my favorite part of my job.
I think the favorite part of my job is I love learning something new every single day. So I love getting a new legal issue that I've never looked at and having the opportunity to research it and brief it and write it, and just feeling like I'm never going to know everything that there is to know in immigration, and that I constantly get to learn something new.
I start my day by dropping off my kids at school, and then I come to the office and I try to assess, what fires we're going to put out in the day, and figure out what cases I'm going to attack for the day, and read my calendar and kind of get amped up for all the different people I'm going to interact with.
Like Sonal, my day starts with my children waking me up in the morning. Who needs an alarm clock? And then after that, I come to the office and I generally just dive straight into the cases, whether that's doing consultations for clients or maybe reviewing applications that people have prepared. I think I've become much more efficient at my job since I've become a parent. I think that I have a lot of perspective, and I'm just better at looking at the task at hand, coming up with a game plan, and getting it done.
Yeah, I think the day-to-day, Nicole, you're right, it's just being able to juggle multiple things at one time. But I think being a mom and being an immigration advocate makes you realize and keeps you fighting and wanting to fight even harder, because you realize that this fight's important and you want to impart those kinds of principles on your children too. So finding that balance and being able to do that is inspiring. Yes, yeah.
When you were talking, something else came to my mind, that with my kids, we always talk about rolling with the punches. And I think that that's a really helpful saying when you practice immigration as well, with the changes in administration or the new policies or, litigation, stopping DACA, starting DACA, whatever it may be. We always have to roll with the punches and come up with creative solutions. So I think
same way we approach our kids too, always being creative.
Exactly.
Heels or flats?
Flats.
Heels.
Flats or
Sneakers.
Flats.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Coffee. Lots and lots of coffee.
Family.
I'm just going to repeat coffee a couple of times.
How do you define your work in 3 words?
Inspiring, challenging, and enjoyable.
I would say inspiring, challenging. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a way with words.
Yeah, you do. I was thinking the same. Yeah. Yeah, and enjoyable. Yeah, those are probably the 3 things. You enjoy it. Inspires you.
Best piece of advice.
It's your life. And if you take control of your life, you can do anything. We've helped people, and we've seen people and empowered people to understand what their abilities are. And if they feel confident in themselves, then they're able to change their own lives. And so I think the best piece of advice I would give a client is you can do it. You can change your life, and I'm just here to help you along the way.
And be honest with your attorney. It's important for us to know and to be able to give you competent legal advice. We need to know what the situation is that we're working with. Hang in there.
Research, read the law over and over again, and reread it. To this day, I think both of us go back and we'll reread the statute, we'll reread the cases, we'll make sure that the way we're thinking about our legal strategy still lines up with the law. Always, always, always second guess yourself.
I think I say hang in there just because, practicing law can be really challenging, especially in the beginning. What we do has a big impact on people's lives. And so, if you're a competent attorney, you take that seriously. And so sometimes the cases keep you up at night. And, sometimes they're the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning and the last thing you think about when you go to bed. But these are people's lives that we're dealing with, and you have the ability to impact real change. And so hang in there and do the best that you can for your clients.